Guys, like, where do I even begin? Heated Rivalry is a TV show. I don't know. We just have to start the basics. Heated Rivalry is a TV show, a Canadian TV show. It's on the TV network Crave, and it's also on HBO Max. And I literally, like, bitch, I don't even, like, I don't know how I got into this TV show. I don't watch TV, like, just generally. Like, I'm not like a huge like TV person. Um, it takes a ridiculous amount of like peer pressure from my friends to even get me into like any type of show. And right now they're trying to get me back into anime, and yeah. So it takes a lot, right? It takes a lot. But I saw like tweets about this show online, and I had no idea like what it even was. Like, I just like kept seeing like heated rivalry, and I was just like, okay, like, new show, like, yeah, like, it's just kind of like floating around in the back of my mind, kind of like how like Yellow Jackets like just like floats around in the back of my mind, or like Stranger Things. I've never seen a single episode of either of those shows. I just like know that they exist, and I know that they're popular, and I know that they're good. So I kept hearing about Heated Rivalry. I was like, okay, period. Like, great. Like, great. That means nothing to me. Not, that's not too much. That's a little mean. So I was scrolling on like YouTube because I like to watch like compilations of like stuff for like the different like fandoms I'm in or whatever. And I saw BuzzFeed did a Thirst Tweets video with Hudson Williams and Connor Story, the two star actors off this show. And I was like, you know what? They look kind of cute. Like, I was like, wait, they look kind of cute. Like, let me just check it. Like, let me just, like, let's just see. Let's just see, right? And their banter was absolutely crazy. Like, I think that they're so fucking funny. But also, like, some of the tweets, I was like, is this like, is this like Lebediqua? Like, is this like, what are we, like, what? Because I was like, I didn't realize that there was like just butts. Like, I just didn't realize, like, I didn't understand like the depth of like homosexuality that we had in the show. And so I was just like, maybe I should check it out. Maybe I should check it out. Now, I don't have HBO Max, and I also don't have Crave. I almost said Canada. I'm not in Canada, but I did find somewhere to watch it, and we're just gonna leave it at that. This all happened in the span of like a day, mind you. I saw that Thirst Tweets video, and I was like, okay, I need to go to bed. I need to recuperate. I go to work, I come back, and I'm just like, let me see something. So I watch the show. And this is all on Christmas Eve, mind you. I literally had just watched like one video, and I was like, I'm in, I'm sold. You sold me. So I watched all 5 episodes at that point, because the finale was dropping on Christmas Day, literally the next day. And my local gay bar was showing it, and I was like, period, I can go like kiki with the girls or whatever, like have a good time and watch the finale of the show. So I watch all 5 episodes, go through the full like 5 stages of grief. Like, it's actually insane. I like, no words. I have no words to describe how quickly I got invested in the show. And like, granted, I think some of it has to do with like all the freaking like time jumps and like blowjob scenes in the beginning, because girl, literally, it was just like one after the other after the other. And like, okay, we're gonna get into it. But like, girl, I binged that shit. By like the end of episode 5, I was genuinely like inconsolable. Like, I was like sobbing into my pillow. It was so serious. And it was just so like visceral almost. And then episode 6, like, genuinely, like, I was like literally crying in the club. Like, I was like, okay guys, like, we didn't have to do all that, but like, I get it. You just had to like make one of the best shows ever, and like just eke it in right at the end of the year. Just no biggie. We'll just like go through like very general like ideas of the plot. Keep in mind also, I've only watched this show like twice, and then I watched like clips of like people reacting to it. Also haven't read the books. Also, like, just generally I'm not great at following plot lines, so it's kind of just like, like, if I get some things wrong, like, you already know what it is. Like, just just correct me in the comments, I guess, nicely. So Shane Hollander and Ilya Rozanov, played by Hudson Williams and Connor Storie, respectively. Side note, before we get into it, Connor Storie is such a cool name. Like, Storie is just like, that's such a cool last name. Like, bitch, you were born to be an actor. Like, are you kidding me? Like, your last name's Storie. Anyway, Shane Hollander and Ilya Rozanov are rivals. They're on like two different teams. Shane plays for the Montreal team and Ilya plays for Boston. And they like meet each other. Ilya Rozanov is Russian, so he doesn't really speak like English super duper great in the beginning. But they meet, they're like, or Ilya's like smoking or whatever, and Shane's like, hey, like, nice to meet you, like, hey, hi. And Ilya's just like, hey dude, like, hey, can I smoke in peace? Like, can I, like, what are we doing? And then it just kind of builds from there. They would like have like different like games like playing against each other, and they slowly got to, well, it wasn't very slow, but they got to know each other pretty well, pretty quickly. And yeah, so it's just kind of like hockey games and then like hookups for like, how many years do we go through in the first episode? Like 6 years. It's crazy. Like, the time jumps in the beginning are like actually crazy. I was a little confused like following that for the first time, but it's so, hey, no tea, no shade. So we get to like one of the big playoff games. I'm also, can you tell I'm not like a hockey person? Like, surprise, I don't know anything about sports. Like, I don't guys, like, I saw a game and I was like, yes, like, yes, give me more. They're having like a big like playoff game or whatever, and it's like a big like cup that they have to win. I'm so like, I don't know. I don't even remember who wins. One of them wins or whatever, and then they just keep going like back and forth, back and forth. Like, Ilya would like pull away a little more because he's dealing with like his family issues, because he has pretty like corrupt family. Like, his dad's dying, his mom's already died, his brother's a piece of shit. Like, it's just, it's serious. And Shane is autistic, so it's just like really gnarly. They like have this back and forth for the next few years. So at this point, we're on like damn near like year 8, year 9, right? Eventually, because they don't like talk for like 6 months or whatever, and Shane's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, they confront each other in like a bathroom. And then Ilya, like, just, he does a little too much. And then he wins the cup and then invites Shane back over to his hotel. And, like, just things get a little messy. What you waiting for? It's just, like, a montage of, like, them, like, watching each other, like, play and everything. There's, like, a lot of, like, filler that happens. Or not filler. This is background information. So there's this other hockey player that Shane is cool with. I don't think they're friends, but like they're cool with each other. He plays for, fuck if I know. Is it like a third team? I don't, girl. I was not paying attention. But there's this third hockey player, and he falls in love with this like barista guy, but he's like dealing with his own like internal homophobia type shit. And also, again, it's like hockey, and there's not really like gay people that are like out in hockey. So it's just kind of like they eventually like kind of just like talk it out, and they don't, well, it's like kind of ambiguous if they're together or not, but like they just kind of like have a talk, and it's like, I don't know if this is like the healthiest thing. Like, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I can wait that long to be like out with you, considering your career. This is all episode 3. Mind you, I'm like, this is episode 3. It's a lot. They do all that, right? And then episode 4, Shane and Ilya are like hooking up again, but they're like, there's like a little more like going on, like it's a little more intimate. Their thing is that like they keep calling each other by like each other's last names whenever they see each other, but all of a sudden Rozanov says Shane instead of Hollander when they're like doing the do, and Shane's like, that's a little too close, buddy, like we got to, let's wrap it up, and then Shane gets a girlfriend. So it's just kind of like damn. Shane tries to be straight, or not straight, he just tries to like date this girl, and it's just kind of like, yeah. Ilya is bisexual, so he's just kind of like living his life, but he's still like, damn dude, like what are you doing? He ends up going back to Russia, Ilya does, because his dad died. And so he's at like the funeral or whatever, and he has this big confrontation with who is it, his brother, girl, who else, he calls Shane because he's just like, there's just a fucking, there's a lot, there's just, this is a lot, and I need somebody to talk to. Shane's like, hey dude, like if you want to talk to me about it in Russian so you can like still vent and like have a listening ear, I won't understand it, so like just like speak your truth, king, like whatever you want to do. And Ilya speaks his truth, and he like just vents about like his family and Russia and hockey and Shane, and it's just like it's a really profound like monologue, and it's all in Russian, and it's like just so, oh my god, it's so well delivered, dude. Like he just does such a good job. Like, thank you, Connor Story, thank you. Just like fast forward like a year or so, like I don't know, at this point I don't even know what the timeline is, but fast forward, they're playing on the same team. Shane is broken up with his actor girlfriend because she was like, I think you're gay, and he was like, yeah, I guess you're right, like yeah, because he and like I'm about to finish up this recap, I promise, but it's so funny, they're having like a dinner, and Rose, she's like talking to him, and she's like, do you like girls, right? And he's like, yeah, like I like you. And she's like, well, do you like kissing girls? And he's like, sure. It's so like, girl, you were not fooling anybody. That's just, I don't know, that was so funny to me. But I just really loved like that whole like arc or whatever, because I feel like they handled it really well, or like better than they tend to handle like gay guy gets a girlfriend for like the plot or whatever. It's kind of, sometimes it can be a bit like so I'm glad that they did really well with that. Shane is like distracted or something like that, I don't really know like what happens, it all happens really fast, but then he gets knocked over and like fucking like just hit on the ice, like bitch, he is just like not moving, not responding. He's just like, tell my husband Ilya that I'm gonna be okay. And Ilya's like, dude, like what the fuck, like are you okay, like what are you doing, like is he okay, like guys, like please check in on him. And so Shane's in the hospital, Ilya comes by, he's like literally like plotting to break up with this man, and Shane's like, actually you should come to the cottage instead. Also, I'm just now realizing that I forgot about the tuna melt scene, but like this is like in between the whole like intimacy, like Shane pulls away because of the whole first name thing, and like it's just a lot, so it's in there, and like if you want to like look up the tuna melt scene, then like it's just yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Ilya's like, I'll think about coming to the cottage, like we'll see. And then that third hockey player I was telling you about, the one with the internalized like homophobia, where he was like, I'm scared to come out, like I don't know, he ends up winning a cup, like I don't fucking know, some championship something or other, and that guy that he was seeing happened to be in the crowd, and so he pulls him down from the crowd, and then they get on the ice and kiss, and it's so unrealistic but also like really freaking cute, like it's so cute, and I feel like it ties together like episode 3, because episode 3 was just that couple, and so like when I was watching it I was like, okay, so is this just like following random gay hockey players? Like, is it not just Shane and Ilya? Because I was like, period, like I'm sad. But I was a little confused, you know, like in the context of like the whole story. And so it was so cool seeing that like resolution, and like episode 5, like specifically episode 5, and I guess to a lesser extent episode 4, like really like solidified like that narrative. Like it was such a cool freaking like way to tie the bow, honestly. And episode 6 was great. Episode 6 was such a good like finale. But honestly, if they had left it off at like episode 5, I would have been like, that's perfect. Like you literally, because it ends with a cliffhanger too, because Ilya calls Shane up after they're watching the whole like thing happen on TV. Because mind you, this man kisses this other man on live TV, and he's like, you know what, I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid anymore. Like, girl, he's living his truth. He's being who he is for his pride. And Ilya calls Shane up. And he's like, I'm coming to the cottage. Credits scene. Like, that's, oh my god, that's cinema right there. Like, that is so freaking, oh my god, it's so good. And then episode 6 is just them like fucking at the cottage, and then Shane comes out to his parents, and it's like really emotional and also like really fucking sweet. And I was crying so hard during like the scene with him and his like girl. That hit me like straight in the mommy issues. Like, oh my god, it's just so, it's so well done. These characters feel like real people, and I just really appreciate that, especially when we're talking about like queer stories too, because so many times I feel like people might reduce us to our pain or our trauma, or like, yeah, we have to be restricted in this way, we have to be secretive in this other way. And it's like so beautiful to like have this, yeah, complicated, yeah, a bit like messy at times, like relationship with family, and it still be a like heartwarming story at the end of the day. Like I feel like we don't get that very much, especially, again, I live in the US. Considering all of the, I'll say it, like attacks that we've had on queerness, not just this past year, but like just in general, it is so refreshing, it's so beautiful to see like just queer stories being queer and not having it be like one like big fucking like trauma fest. Like it's nice to just see like gay people be happy. Like it's just, I don't know, it's really cool. I did want to give a special I did want to say thank you, Shane Hollander, for being autistic rep. I thought that was super cool too, as a girly who is also on the spectrum. I literally I would like watch him stand and I'd be like, bitch, that's literally like my brother. Like we stand the same way. It's so good. And it was just super refreshing, especially like he's a very high performing like autistic individual too. Sometimes the way that people talk to him too, I'm like, yep, I've gotten that too in the workplace, and it's very, yeah, it was just, it was really cool to see. It didn't feel like it was like overly forced too. I know that Hudson Williams has had like experience with autistic, I think his dad's like autistic, so he like took from that experience. And I thought that, again, I'm like, that is so refreshing to see like somebody who like gets autistic people but also like treats the like character that he's playing with care, and not like it's just like a caricature, you know. It's really refreshing to see. I also wanted to talk about this press tour. I think that this is so, like, all the interviews that we've gotten have just been insane. Like, it's been crazy. I was not expecting Hudson to be as, I don't know what I was expecting. I shouldn't have expected anything. I don't know these people. I guess I was just pleasantly surprised by how, I guess, like outspoken Hudson seems to be. In interviews he has this like very like chaotic kind of energy. Like we can't like rein him in. He's just gonna like say what he wants to say. But he's also like quite tactful too, and I feel like people don't like say that enough. I don't know. He has this like sort of like professionalism around him where like even though like what he's saying sometimes may be unhinged, he still like treats his career and like the character that he's playing with like such care. And it's just, yeah, it's really interesting to see. I really enjoy watching him impress, and I'm really fucking excited to see like what he does in like future like films or whatever. Like I really like just his acting and everything. Like he's just so cool. And it's so weird too. I'm like, I've never been a fan of an actor like that. Like that's so crazy. Usually I'm more of like a musician kind of a girl. I love music. Like I usually tend to like fangirl over like musicians or like other types of artists, but never really like actors or like acting and things like that. So I'm really excited to see where Hudson William goes. Super excited to see where Connor's story goes too. And I like how, yeah, they have that kind of push pull dynamic where Connor kind of like reels him in a little bit. um but they're both, yeah, very professional, very well spoken individuals, I believe, as well. And they know how to keep things like lighthearted while also like telling the truth of like their stories and of the story that they're trying to portray too, and treating it with a lot of care. And I think that that's just really cool. Like that's just really cool. I don't know, like that's cool. They're cool people. Yeah, I'm so sad for season 2. Just I don't even know where it's gonna go from here. I've heard rumors. I've heard rumors about the long game. I've heard that it's pretty gnarly, and I'm a little scared. But I'm also really fucking excited. Like, I don't know, I haven't gotten this into a TV show in like forever, dude. So I'm so freaking excited for whatever's gonna come from Heated Rivalry. Yeah, the queerness of the show, the like autistic representation, just like the dynamics. I have no doubt that they're gonna treat it with respect, but just yeah, like just continue doing what they're doing. I have no doubt that it's going to be way more successful than the first season. And yeah, I'm just so incredibly excited to see what they do next. So that's all from me. Also, do you guys like my. You can't really see it that well because I was like kind of, girl, I was gripping onto that broomstick, baby. But I got this from Chili's when they had the little wicked margaritas. So super cute. Hope you guys liked it. And yeah, I'm like, that's it, guys. Bye.